Hey guys, I'm back. Disclaimer. Sorry for that and that and that. I'm in my kitchen. It's filled with all of my brothers and my art from when we were little, so sorry for that. Let's get to the real topic. So I've seen a lot of asexual people get this, and I've gotten this a lot, and I kind of just want to talk about this phrase alone, make a short video on it, just quick, and let's talk about it. You're too young to know what you want. Now, I understand people say this because, for example, you wouldn't let a 14-year-old person drive a car legally. And I get that you're trying to protect them and make sure that they know what they want and what they really want their future goals to be. That's fine, it's fine. But frustration builds in my soul, especially when it revolves around sexuality, because the only person who really knows you is you. You could tell someone your entire life, everything you feel, everything you think, and the only person who's gonna know you is you. We were actually talking about this in psychology, how finding someone who truly understands you isn't possible. The only person who knows your desires and your wants, whether it be sexual, romantic, or just I want an ice cream cone today, the only person who knows that is you. And I see a lot of kids these days realizing and recognizing their sexuality at an earlier age. And I see a lot of adults, or people my age even, being like, you're too young, just wait a bit. I hate it when people say it to me, and I feel like a lot of asexual people get this phrase because we aren't sexually attracted to anyone. And when you're not sexually attracted to anyone, it's considered out of the norm, and people feel that you need to be fixed, or that something's wrong with your hormones, or something's wrong with something biological, and that's not it at all. And the phrase, you're too young, I don't know, I don't like it, because it's suggesting that I'm too young now. Am I too young when I'm 18? Am I too young when I'm 24? Am I too young when I'm 50? There's no there's no mark. So when you're 13, someone could be like, you're too young to know your sexuality, just wait. And then you turn 17 and people are like, oh, you don't know, you're too young yet, just wait. You turn 21, you're too young. Like, where does that line draw? And some people say, oh, it's when you become an adult, which in the US is when you turn 18. And I knew I was asexual when I was about 12, 13-ish. When I started fitting puzzle pieces together and realizing, people are asexual. This isn't just a weird thing with me. My other friends who aren't asexual, they got the same thing from a lot of people. So it's kind of individual. One person you might consider too young, but the next person you might not, and I'm confused. But just an overall note to kind of cut this video off. People know their sexuality. It's one of those things that I believe personally, and you can believe something completely different. I believe it is something we are born with. It's something that we don't develop. It's just there. And telling someone they're too young, especially when they're trying to figure things out themselves, especially if they come out to you and you say that to them, people may take it like you're not accepting and that you're rejecting it, and that could be the last thing that someone wants on their mind. I remember coming out to a friend. They were older than me by 3-4 years. And the first thing, not the first thing, but one of the things they said was, oh, you're too young, just wait, you'll figure it out. And I took that as rejection. I took that as, you don't accept me, I shouldn't talk to you about this, do you even want me around anymore? All those things is like spiral roll. And by saying someone's too young, they might get the wrong impression, and that might not be the impression you want. You may be like, I accept you, and I understand people's concern, but that's not the right phrasing. And even the phrasing, are you sure, isn't the right phrasing either. And it's a very tricky thing to phrase. In my opinion, you shouldn't have to ask, are you sure? Or something along the lines of like, are you sure? Or, oh, you're too young. Because if someone identifies as asexual, bisexual, pansexual, any sexual, it should be accepted. It shouldn't be along the lines of their age. It shouldn't be along the lines of, like which gender they're attracted to or not attracted to. It should just be along the lines of they identify, it should be respected, it should be recognized, and that's it. My big thing. If you don't accept LGBTQ plus stuff, if you don't accept people being gay, if you don't accept people being ace, all I ask is that you respect it. You don't have to accept it. I mean, like, getting 100% acceptance is kind of irrational because there's always going to be those people who don't accept it based on whatever views they choose. And that's fine. But all I ask is that we respect each other and hopefully love each other. And yeah, that's it. Bye.